This video will give you the basics on the use of portable temporary rumble strips, or PTRS, by the Virginia State Workforce during flagging operations. For more detailed information, please read the Traffic Engineering Division Instructional and Informational Memo number IIM-TE 386.1. You can find it by typing 386 in the search window of the VDOT external website. You can also find it in Revision 2 of the Virginia Work Area Protection Manual. Portable temporary rumble strips are required when all of the following conditions exist at the same time. When work operations involve flaggers on a 2-lane roadway during daylight hours, when the job will last from 3 to 72 hours, when the speed limit is 35 to 55 miles per hour, when the roadway has a marked center line, which means it's used by at least 500 vehicles per day. Only with sound engineering judgment can you deviate from these rules. If it is necessary to deviate, you must document the deviation using the Work Zone Safety Checklist form from Appendix B in the Virginia Work Area Protection Manual. Though not required, you should consider using PTRS on unmarked 2-lane roads that are over 18 feet wide. If multiple work activities requiring PTRS are planned, but not enough PTRS units are available, the available PTRS units should be used at the location with the greatest traffic volume. If this situation occurs, you must document on a Work Zone Safety Checklist the reason why enough PTRS units were not available. Portable temporary rumble strips are optional under the following conditions: when the speed limit is under 35 miles per hour, when you're using an automatic flagger assistance device or a portable signal, at night, when the work zone is on a divided but not limited access 4-lane road. If you'd like to use PTRS on a 4-lane road, you'll need approval from your residency engineer or administrator, and you'll need to coordinate with the traffic engineering section in the central office. PTRS must not be installed on loose gravel, on bleeding asphalt, on heavily rutted pavement, or on unpaved surfaces. In addition, PTRS must not be installed through pedestrian crossings or marked bicycle lanes. PTRS are not required if the work is of an emergency nature or if the work zone is in rain, snow, or icy conditions. You must place and remove PTRS at the same time you place and remove your advanced warning signs, and in accordance with Section 6G.25 of the Virginia Work Area Protection Manual. Whenever you place PTRS, you must also place a rumble strips ahead sign. PTRS must be placed at the beginning of a non-stationary flagging operation, but you are not required to reposition them as the work advances. On a 2-lane road, the preferred location for PTRS is adjacent to the Be Prepared to Stop sign. You also have the option of placing an additional set of PTRS at the beginning of the buffer space. On a 4-lane road, a rumble strips with directional arrow sign must be placed adjacent to the PTRS, and the preferred location for the PTRS is in advance of the right or left lane closed ahead sign. On a 4-lane road, you also have the option of placing an additional set of PTRS at the beginning of the buffer space. On 2- or 4-lane roads, you can move the PTRS to other locations within the advanced warning area based on field conditions and traffic queue. For example, you should place the PTRS and the rumble strip sign ahead of any curve where motorists can see the installation from a safe distance. You may also want to move the PTRS and rumble strip sign ahead of a traffic queue, should one develop. On roads with a speed limit under 40 miles per hour, place PTRS on 10-foot centers. On roads with a speed limit of 41 to 55 miles per hour, place PTRS on 15-foot centers. Place 3 rumble strips perpendicular to the center line of the road and not protruding into the other lane. It's okay if they extend onto the shoulder. The placing and removing of PTRS is always a 3-man operation. One person should be on each end of the PTRS using proper lifting technique, and one person should be driving the truck. Hold the rumble strip on the edges when lifting. The holes can pinch and injure your fingers. While lifting, the holes are only for use with the optional T-handle lifting tool. With your back as straight as possible and never twisting, lift the rumble strip and drop it close to the crib and to the right side of the lane, bevel side up. Fold it open toward the center line and adjust if necessary. Do not step close to or into the other lane. With a front-mounted crib, an easy way to get proper spacing is to pull the truck up until the front tires roll over the strip. When you place the next strip, your spacing will be about 10 foot on center. For 15-foot spacing, roll the truck about 5 feet past the strip. The spacing needs to be close, but not exact. With a rear-mounted crib, pace off the distance. An average pace is about 2.5 feet. When removing PTRS, first grab the strip by the hole or sides and pull it toward the shoulder. This eliminates your crewmate's possible exposure to the other lane. Portable temporary rumble strips reduce the death, injury, and destruction caused by distracted and drowsy drivers in work zones, and we're now required to use them. This is an important new way of making safety job number one here at VDOT. If you have any questions or need more information about the use of portable temporary rumble strips, talk to your area superintendent or your resident engineer or administrator.